I mean, I don't want to say that this game looks too automatic or you know, you slam it too much, because you kind of have to rate Ubisoft for what they've done. I mean, Splinter Cell, even the series is kind of, you know, it's so big and it kind of needed its reboot. So I don't want to be like, this game is this or this game is that. You just got to rate it for changing it at all. They could have just come out with the same game mechanic and another game that you creep around in the dark, but they chose not to. So for that, they kind of get, you know, they get.
And the switch up looks good. It looks sort of like Bourne Identity. It looks more Bourne than Bourne.
Yeah, definitely.
Reminds me of Taken as well, and 24. All those kind of cool shows and movies that you thought of. Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, do you think they've sort of tried to be sort of impressive and make sort of big sort of impressive scene moments and that, rather than actually going for something more along the sort of gameplay lines?
Maybe, but everything's getting a bit more cinematic now. Like, ever since Uncharted, everything's kind of getting more cinematic. Like the flashback sequences in the house with his daughter looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
and you have to go downstairs.
Camera angles, a lot of it is very cinematic, very cinematic.
Yeah, no, I feel sometimes when I'm playing a game, I just feel like I'm going through it rather than actually playing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You're seeing what it wants you to see. Yeah. But I mean, as much as I love Uncharted, I fault it for that in a way, because it kind of it was so linear. It was so kind of, you saw what they wanted to see. As much as great as a game it is, it was a bit too kind of, everyone saw the same thing. There was no kind of, it was just one.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I suppose we'll have to wait till April and see how it goes.
I mean, if they can drive the story well enough, something like Uncharted, where the pacing is so good, then I'll be happy with that. I just hope Splinter Cell mechanics are kept intact.
I'm afraid the office is closed for the evening, Mr.
Fisher. I used to work here.
Okay, next game we're going to talk about is Halo Reach. Haven't got a solid release out on this yet, but it's about autumn. The game should be coming out fall. Kia, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, man, I mean, Halo Reach looks amazing. I mean, ODST blew me away in terms of story and the new characters and stuff, but I mean, this Halo Reach game just looks badass. I mean, the Spartans you're seeing in this game they look amazing. I mean, the attention to detail is actually really, really cool.
It really steps it up.
Bigger environments, I mean, you know, the graphics look like so much better, and it just looks like a more smoother gameplay. I mean, there's no like riggedy animation as before. I mean, it's all mocap now.
Yeah, they're throwing out the keyframes. They're going for motion capture now, so that looks a lot better, because Halo's on-screen animation was never that impressive.
I think what is most impressive about this one is sort of where it differs from previous sort of new Halo games that come out. It's sort of people look at it and go, oh, there's another Halo game, and it's, some people might not get excited. I know everyone does, but this one you can say, all right, this is fresh. You know what I mean? This is a fresh new game. They're really bringing out something new here, and it does look really good.
Well, I think maybe last year, maybe people, maybe Halo Wars and ODST sort of watered down the franchise a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, after Halo 3, maybe if this was Halo 4 and it came out and it'd be a huge event, but ODST didn't move that many numbers. There wasn't even like many midnight openings for like, and that's a Halo game.
It was still a good game though.
No, it was definitely still a good game, but I mean, it wasn't received. Sales figures weren't nowhere near Halo 3.
Yeah.
It goes back to my original comment where it's like, yeah, it's a new Halo game, but it's still the same old Halo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
but this is where I think Reach is really going to sort of step out and say, look, this is really fresh. Everyone needs to play this game, because this is new. There's going to be a lot of new stuff in this apparently, and like I said, it looks really good.
Yeah, well, they've guided the whole Halo 3 engine, and it's been totally rewritten. They're retooling everything, making it run faster.
They've even made the guns look different.
Yeah, the guns. I think four times the amount of polygons in Halo 3.
Yeah, I've seen on some of the trailers and things like that how they've just totally sort of remodeled almost every aspect of the game. Like you say, going down to weapons and all sorts. They've like remodeled the battle rifle, remodeled the assault rifle. Sort of, although it's a prequel, they say they've sort of brought the guns more up to date, sort of
Apparently
modernised
there's a lot
them.
more guns as well. Like one guy was saying from Bungie how they've got more weapons and more vehicles.
Yeah.
And it's considerably more as well. So
the weapons look more streamlined.
Yeah, I mean, even the gameplay experience looks better. I mean, this time, you know, your player can now dash. And
God.
You know,
dash. You sprint.
Yeah, sprint, dash. Yeah.
I mean,
and things like that, and you know, you can do like execution moves as well.
Oh yeah,
can't you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You do like execution kills from behind enemies. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like I've always been a massive Halo fan, to be honest, but I've always thought it sort of fits into the just a first person shooter mode, a game where you literally run around and shoot. Whereas this one, it's like you say, you can do all sorts of different things. You can now sprint.
Yeah.
You've got the stealth moves where you can go behind an elite, jump on its back and snap its neck and things like that. It's they're sort of bringing it to a third dimension, so to speak.
Yeah, what was you saying to me earlier, Kayla, about it's more open world now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because before it's like they had these really nice environments, but you were just following the story. Whereas now, apparently, it's a bit more sandbox. So you can actually go around and like appreciate things a bit more. Appreciate
one second. What does that mean? Does that mean like we're going to be able to attempt kind of attacks differently?
That's
we're
what
able to go around
enemies.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or choose how the story progresses.
I mean, I thought Halo was kind of like that before. I mean, you didn't have to kind of. It's not like Modern Warfare. You just get a couple of waves of enemies coming your way. Halo, you could until they kind of spot you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Kind of sneak around. How are they going to make it more?
Maybe because the environments are just way bigger now.
Yeah.
And you know, you just got more to do in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think when somebody says sort of a sandbox game, I assume like you will have a set objective, and like you have to go to this area and do this.
Yeah.
But they're not forcing you down that path to say go there and do this right now.
Is Halo actually going that way?
Well, we can only go off what we're hearing, but that's what they're saying. They're saying it's going to be a sort of a big sandbox game, so you don't necessarily have to do your primary objective sort of all the time. You can sort of venture off into other areas and have a look around. Yeah. So, say, for instance,
even return to areas that you've previously done.
You can go to another area to find a sort of a better weapon to go and do that objective, that sort of thing, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Halo is actually shaping up to be quite good. Looking forward to see some new gameplay elements thrown in.
Yeah, if we just want to talk about a bit of the backstory first.
You want me speaking now? Yeah, I mean, everyone, we kind of all know, all as Halo fans, we kind of know how Reach is going to end. Spoiler alert for anyone listening, but eventually the Covenant are going to claim like 700 million lives and Reach is going to fall, and Master Chief gets away through slipspace and ends up on Halo with Cortana, and that's how the first game starts off. So we all know that the game is going to end with a lot of people dying. But Bungie were actually saying they want the player to feel some sort of accomplishment.
Yeah.
That they're not going to kind of end it. I don't know how they're going to end it, but you know. Yeah. They want you to feel accomplishment. They don't want you to feel like you're just doing this game to just end up dead.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to achieve that sort of feeling where it's like you're striving throughout the game not to die, and the end conclusion is you do die.
Our guy Master Chief isn't dead. You know what I mean? So I mean, even if they show a glimpse of him,
I'm really intrigued where he's going to come up in the story.
That's what I want to see the big
very climax. I want to see a big climax. Yeah,
I want to see Master Chief kicking some ass, man. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean they've said he's not in the game, but you never know. He might make an appearance. Surprisingly, he didn't make an appearance in Reach, did he? No, he was. I mean, sorry, ODST.
In ODST,
no, he didn't.
He wasn't in ODST. No.
But I don't know. I'm very excited. Anyway, I'm very excited, and I've obviously. Everyone's overlooking the online multiplayer.
I was about to say,
which I'm sure is going to be brilliant.
Beta, May 3rd.
Yes, very excited.
You need ODST though.
I don't have ODST, so I'm not going to be able to play it. So you're not going to be able to see my view on this game. I'm not that big of a Halo fan. Sorry, everybody around the table. But I mean, this does look good. I'm a very cynical person, but I mean, this looks good. Wasn't really a fan of Halo games. I prefer Modern Warfare, but this does look good. This does look very, very good.
Yeah. I'm really excited how they've technically stepped it up. 4 times the amount of polygons of Halo 3. You've got like crazy amount of collision objects, larger numbers in AI. You've got sparks coming off your gun, rock chips, dust, loads of things.
Well, yeah, they're getting really technical with this. I mean, they're going down to sort of the basics in terms of sort of their collision systems and things like that, where you shoot metal, you'll see a different reaction from where you see rock. For instance, you shoot metal, you see sparks. You shoot rocks, you get rocks, and they've increased their particle collision system massively. I mean, they had 100 particle collisions in the previous games, and they're talking about thousands of particle collisions in Reach. So I mean, it does sound